Not Tiffany Haddish still being in love with Common. Girl, stand up. And it looks like even Common is also tired about Tiffany Haddish continually talking about their breakup that happened almost 2 years ago and how much he hurt her. And honestly, it's really given obsessive stalker behavior, and Common is not here for it because he has moved on and he wants Tiffany to move on as well. But she clearly hasn't. I swear, Common lives rent-free in Tiffany Haddish's head because she just can't stop talking about Common. And trust, some of Common's fans are saying that he should file a restraining order as well as a gag order against her if she doesn't stop acting like a stalker. It's wild how bad things have gotten between them because for a while, it did seem like they were the love of each other's lives. In case you somehow missed it, they first sparked dating rumors in 2019 when they both appeared in the movie The Kitchen, and people around them started talking about how they would make a great couple since they had great chemistry and got along quite well. But then Common randomly decided to cut off their budding romance and he got back together with his ex, Angela Rye. This left Tiffany feeling crushed because she genuinely thought that things were going great between her and Common. However, for those who have been following Common's love life, it wasn't all that surprising because he has had something of a reputation for being a player with commitment issues. Before the situation with Tiffany, he had been linked to a number of famous women, including Taraji P. Henson, Erykah Badu, Serena Williams, and a couple of other women. And with every relationship, the moment things started getting serious, he would just dip and leave the woman hanging. It's like he's a commitment phobe. Anyway, when Common got back with Angela, he gave us a talk about how he had gone to therapy, was a changed man, and was now ready to get into a serious relationship that might even lead to marriage.
You want to be a husband one day. You have a rather famous relationship coach.
Oh yeah, yes, Michelle Obama, she has definitely helped talk me through just certain moments of relationships. We had conversations and she has given me a lot of wisdom. But one great thing that she told me as I was going through this journey was that you have to understand you're not going to get anybody that's perfect because you're not perfect. So understand that there's some certain things that you will compromise in choosing that partner, but as long as the core values, the values that are most important to you, that person, marks off on that list, then you good.
She gave you some good advice there.
That's good wisdom.
There's some really good wisdom there.
Well, that therapy didn't quite work so well because he ended up breaking up with Angela only a couple of months after they got back together. He then went back to Tiffany. She was still into him big time and it didn't take a lot for her to take him back. At first, they tried to keep things on the low, but then the pandemic hit, so they decided to quarantine together since they were still in the honeymoon phase of their relationship. Tiffany then decided to go public with their relationship when she was on Instagram Live with Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade, and she tilted the camera to show Common in the background. People thought that this was super cute, but it turns out that Common was not here for it. He wanted to keep things low-key between them and was not ready for the world to know what was going on. But Tiffany wasn't on the same page and wanted the world to know that they were together and that Common was her man. Well, it didn't take long for Common's fear of commitment to start showing through, and within a couple of months, it was obvious that he was pulling away. Tiffany was starting to talk about getting married, having kids, and all that, and Common felt like she was moving way too fast for him and being overbearing. For example, she said she wanted him to take her on a hot air balloon for her birthday, saying, "I'm just hoping me and my man, we go on hot air ballooning and have us a nice little meal. That's what I would like to do. On my 39th birthday, I got drunk with my grandma, never done that before. And on my 40th birthday, I had a bat mitzvah, and that was super fun. This birthday, 41, I want to go up in a hot air balloon." But things really started to unravel when she revealed that she wanted him to propose to her with an apartment building.
If he want to marry me, he can get me an apartment building.
Oh, okay. That would be, you don't want a ring, you want an apartment complex.
I'd give you a duplex, an eightplex or something. The homegirl be like, "Where your ring? I thought you was engaged. Where your ring? Where your carrots? Carrots. Girl, please, I got units. Knock it out."
But Common was all over at that point because he felt like she was coming on way too strong and making leaps that he was just not ready for yet.
I do what's good for me and the lady. Right now, all I want is happiness, good times. Peace on earth.
He ended up breaking up with Tiffany, and he claimed that the relationship was completely mutual and there was no bad blood between them.
Once Tiffany and I got back on the move, it really didn't allow for us to spend as much time and put as much energy into our relationship. I don't think the love really dispersed. I just think it was just like we weren't feeding the relationship.
I don't know if y'all noticed, but celebs use the old excuse of busy schedules when they don't want to reveal what really led to the separation. Common never really talked about the relationship ever again, but as for Tiffany, child, she just couldn't stop talking about it. She revealed that Common was lying about the breakup being mutual, saying that he had commitment issues. I mean, we all kind of knew about this, but she said he might be the type of person that never really settles with somebody. Maybe he's like, you know, like a bee going from flower to flower to flower. I don't know. I wish him nothing but joy and happiness. She didn't stop there because she also spoke to Jason Lee about the breakup, where she said again that the breakup was not mutual and that he lied about the cause of the breakup.
He said in the interview that the reason why it was ending was because of busy schedules, which I didn't really, I mean, you know, I love Rashid and I know you love Rashid too. And I would never, I didn't want to be rude in the interview, but come on now. That doesn't make sense because you're both famous, you're both busy, you both have schedules.
Right.
What did you think about that?
The same thing everybody else was thinking in them comments.
Even more, she kind of hinted that he was the one who leaked the news to the media.
Were you angry when you saw his answer?
I was disappointed. Mm-hmm. I was very disappointed. I was like, oh, okay. Because that's not what you told me, but okay.
Well, she has been on this campaign in the 2 years since they broke up. And like I said at first, Common seems to live in her head rent-free. Even though he has now moved on and is dating actress and singer Jennifer Hudson, Tiffany still can't stop talking about him. And like that's not enough, she has now dragged Jennifer into the mess because she has been throwing shade at Jennifer and Common.
Girl, he never gave me no damn earrings. He probably gave those to Jennifer.
That shade was unnecessary, and there was no reason that Jennifer should have been dragged into the issue. But hey, y'all know what they say, hell hath no fury, or whatever that saying goes. But Tiffany still didn't stop there because she kept talking about the breakup. In a recent interview, she said, "It was the healthiest, the funnest relationship I've ever had. It's where I felt safest out of all the relationships I've ever had. The breakup wasn't mutual. It was more him saying, I think this relationship has run its course. And I was like, okay, like you gonna be a 50-year-old single man? Okay. This was what finally sent Common over the edge because he has gotten frustrated with Tiffany's constant comments about him. He has been silent all this time because he was trying to be understanding and give her time to heal, but it has been 2 years already and he needs her to get over the breakup already. Even more, he now has a relationship to protect. According to an insider, he feels like she is going overboard with her obsession with him because she keeps exposing the intimate parts of their life. He knows that Tiffany is not over him just yet, but her trifling behavior is getting too messy. Now, fans are saying that Common should file a gag order as well as a restraining order against her because this is really getting very weird. This would mean that Tiffany would no longer be able to keep talking about Common or their relationship without risking a lawsuit. Fans left comments saying, Tiffany needs to move on and she hasn't. You can't make someone feel what you feel, nor can you make them want what you want. Chuck it up as an experience and have a good cry and move on. Tiffany needs to get over Common like Vivica needs to get over 50 Cent. Move on. And Tiffany spoke highly of a relationship she enjoyed. She was not messy, spiteful, or jealous acting in any way. Everyone wants to holler to get over it as though people don't talk about their first or real love ever again after a breakup. She was dumped while she still had feelings. This hurts. So, do y'all think that Tiffany is being spiteful by talking about Common, or do you think that this is her way of dealing with her heartbreak? Drop your thoughts in the comments, then check out this next video.